Hey y'all, it's your girl Simone and I'm back with another YouTube video. So before we get into today's topic, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See, I'm getting a little better with the lingo. This one second video. But today's topic will be about, well, it's geared to my high school girls, my senior girls that are in high school that are about to graduate going to college. Let me take these glasses off. I look like a professor. Bad bitch. Okay. But anyway, today's video is more about like girls that are transitioning from high school to college and about picking your major. As y'all already know, that whole process after graduating high school is very, very nerve-wracking. It's nervous after you've been taking your SATs. You know, you submitted your essays and your transcripts and your personal statements or whatever, and it's stressful. And I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit on my journey and how I decided to become a social work major. So here we go. So, you know, I went to school. After I left high school, I went to City Tech. City Tech is located downtown Brooklyn. I was a fashion marketing major because I do, while I was in high school, I was a Parsons scholar. So I went to Parsons, the new school for design. And I was able to get a scholarship full ride. So I learned Photoshop, Illustrator, and photography. And that was like a blessing in itself because I never had to pay for anything because I was a Parsons scholar. And it just really opened my eyes to art. And I think that's why that part of my life kind of contributes to the person that I am today, and I will always value that experience. My mother and my father encouraged me to apply because I wasn't gonna apply, so shout out to them. But anyway, so I went to school for fashion marketing. I didn't want to go into fashion design because I was very scared about like not having a career. You know, I really wanted to make money and stuff, and thank God my parents were very open-minded. I have very open-minded parents, so that's something that I really do appreciate. So I went to fashion marketing. And I kind of really didn't like it, and I was also worried about making money. Like, even though my parents is there, but you know, I was 17, 18 when I started school, and I was concerned about making money. I'm like, fashion marketing doesn't really make that much money. And that was my mindset back then in 2012, because it did take me 6 years to graduate undergraduate, but y'all just gonna follow me. So I was doing that for like a semester. Then I was just like, you know what, let me just try to do nursing. So I was doing because you know, nurses make money. I'm African, you know, the typical. You have to be a doctor, a lawyer. I can't do the African accent. Don't judge me. I can't do it. Like, I'm American. I'm Americanized. You feel me? My mother's. Let me give you some background information on my parents. My mother is from Harlem, like born and raised. Like, what's good? Like the Mecca of Black. And my dad is from Nigeria, from the countries in Nigeria, Ghana, and Cameroon. I went to City Tech for fashion marketing in my first semester. I didn't really like it. I was more concerned about making money instead of following my passion. And this is the thing, y'all gonna see how this goes. I really suggest girls to go follow your passion. Don't be so concerned about making money, because now we live in a world and a society where anything, if you're creative enough, you can make money off of. And this is something that I kind of wish somebody would have told me back then, but you know, who can predict from 2012 to 2019 of what's gonna happen? So I started to go to nursing, and I was taking all these classes, whatever. I was a health science major, actually, not nursing, because health science transitions into nursing. So I was a health science major. I was taking all these medical classes, and I enjoyed science. My A&P class and my Chem 1 and Chem 2 class, I busted out an A and an A minus in all those classes. But then it came to calculus and myself, and that wasn't like my strongest suit, like, because I do struggle with math, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do, because those types of careers take a lot of discipline and a lot of study. And not that I'm not disciplined, but I was just like, I wasn't happy. You don't want to study something that you're not happy, that you're not passionate about. Like, while I was studying the human body, I was still like looking on Louis Vuitton's website, or you know, getting ready or excited to go to attend Fashion Week. So it was just like my passion wasn't there. I was just doing it for the wrong reasons. So I was still continuing on this nursing thing. So I wanted the college experience. So I applied to SUNY Albany, and I went away to school. That experience in itself was crazy. Long story short, my roommate had a drug overdose. That was crazy, and I was 19 at the time. My older sister had my first needs, and I was very homesick. And I wasn't mature enough to go away. So, but I was on my shit though. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I had maybe a 3.3 GPA. Because that's the one thing I don't play. I do not play with grades, period. Like scholarships and stuff like that, I do not play with, because that's me. Anytime you represent yourself, you want to put your best self forward. No bullshit. Like, no, like, major facts. You just your best self at all times. Like, you want to give your a chance, you want to give yourself a chance to succeed. That's what I'm trying to get at. And so after that whole thing with her and that drug overdose thing, I literally just like, I'm coming home. So I came home, I was still confused, I was lost. And I went back to City Tech. I went back to City Tech, didn't know the reason why I was going back to school, so I just went back. And that semester, I went back in the fall of 2015. In the fall of 2015, a lot of tragic things happened. My cousin had committed suicide. My uncle had passed away on my dad's side. And I dropped out of school. And I was just like, Simone, you need to get your life together. I had to start praying more because I realized I was doing stuff without praying. And I am a spiritual person. I am religious. You know, all glory and praise goes to the Most High God always. So I prayed about it. And I was just like, you know what, let me go to a school that's closer to my house. Because I am from Queens, so I went to York. And York, I was still trying to do this nursing thing. I was still trying to force something that was not for me. And so all the traumatic events and this is by the time I had opened up my own business, because I needed something to distract me from my personal life, what was going on. And that was literally the only thing that I was waking out of bed for, besides going to work and stuff like that. Because if you don't have, like I said, if you was not passionate about something, it will not work. I'm telling you, you're not going to put your best. You have to be passionate about it, period. Like, go find what you're passionate about, because sorry, somebody says me. Go find out what you're passionate about, because if you don't find out what you're passionate about, I cannot stress this enough, it will not work. You will not put your all your energy into it. You won't. And so the fall of 2016 is when I went enrolled into York, and that's when I was on my bullshit. That's when God said, Simone, I got you. I said, okay, Lord, thank you. At York, well, the first semester I kind of fucked up. Like I said, I was still doing the nursing thing. I was trying to do like the medical field thing, but then I realized, like, I was looking around, reading, talking to people, because I am very social. I like to talk to people to figure out, you know, what you're doing, like what I'm doing, like, you know, let's connect and stuff. And some girl, or it was a faculty staff, I can't really remember what it was, told me about social work. They was just telling me the logistics of it, about how, you know, you have clients, you help people, we do policy making. And social work is such a broad thing. Like, we as social workers, shout out to all my social workers out there in the building, was good. But as social workers, we can definitely go into many fields, any field actually, especially since mental health is such a prevalent issue right now with people, and people don't know how to handle what's going on up here. That's when you call us. That's when you call the queens, you call the kings, you call us, and that's when we come in and that's when we come in and kind of do a little magic, like, you know, do our little therapy sessions, and help our clients to see, well, to improve their lives overall. And that's kind of what I wanted to be about, because I felt like I needed a social worker, or maybe a counselor, maybe, or a therapist, when I was going through my personal issues that I was going through. And I really just felt like I was alone, and that's why I had dropped mad weight and stuff like that. I got really, really skinny, like. So that's how I kind of decided to become a social worker. I hope it's kind of clear to y'all. If not, I'll probably write a little summary in the bottom if I feel like the video is not clear enough. But that's how I decided to become a social worker, a social work major. And I'm not gonna hold you. I love what I do. I love it. I love helping people. I like meeting people and just understand. Not trying. Well, yeah, you kind of have to understand. There's some clients that to this day I will feel like I'll never understand. But just being like, wow, there's other people that, like, so it teaches me to be more passionate about what I do. One, to be more grateful of the things that I have, and stop looking at the things that I don't have, or looking at my friends' lives, and just to be grateful for what I have, because some people have less, like so much less than us. So that's why I really kind of appreciate that. It's a constant reminder, like, damn, so I'm like, you were really blessed. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, even if I don't have like luxury stuff, my nails are not done all the time, or like, you know, just be happy for what you have. That's what it really, really teaches me. And I also love seeing like my clients, or clients that I had in the past, come up to me, or if they see me like oh, like Miss, like, or they'll be like, Miss Solomon, like because you, like, I got my GRE, like, and stuff like that. My kids is doing good and stuff like that. So from 2012, I've been in school since 2012 of August to now. That semester that I had dropped out, I was out of school for a period, like a small, like towards the end of it, I had dropped out in October, because that's when my family had passed away, and that's when the judgmental thing happened. And then I went back to school, because I was just like, I needed to get my degree. I really, really needed to get my degree, and it was really important to me. Like, what? So I really do encourage you ladies to go find what you want to do with your life, because, and men too, to my guys, if y'all wanted to watch my video, go find your passion. And the way you can go find your passion is interning, reading. Like, I know we live in a society that we do not like to read, but please read. Get off of Instagram for a minute. Get off of Facebook and Snapchat and Twitter and read books. Like, just go read and create, and just think about, like, who am I as a person, and what do I think I'm good at, and what do you think I would love, you know? Because I wake up every day. Yeah, sometimes I wake up, I'm like, damn, I really don't want to go to my internship. But then it's just like, damn, like, I'm really gonna be a policymaker, and I'm gonna be able to affect or imply, sorry, I'm really gonna be able to make change. I'm just gonna say make change in other people's lives with the policies that I create. And like, I have a plan for myself. I don't want to talk about it right now, because I know I write myself down in my little journal. And oh, let me show you my journal. So this is my journal. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oof, I'm trying to read it myself. Okay, well, basically it says, turn your unsaid dreams into your reality. Shop unsaid. So this is a journal that will be available at my store for purchase. So I literally write like everything in here that I feel like I need to write. Besides my business, my goals, and my dreams, if I have to do some self-reflection, it's kind of like my journal for that. And then I also like it because it's modular, and then it also has like the website and the Instagram. I know it's backwards. I apologize. I don't know how to get y'all to read that, but take a picture and I'll put it in the Instagram. So yeah, so that's kind of like my path. I hope it was clear. If anybody has any more questions about trying to find out how to find their passion, about, like, you know, what to major in, please DM me, bro. Like, I have no issues in helping people find their stuff, because like I said, it took me 6 years, and it took me 6 years, and that's my path. But I don't necessarily want people having to take 6 years and to change majors and to do all this and do that, because that's what I did. Yeah, everybody's path is different. That's all I can say. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that little snippet of finding your major and finding who you are as a person, and learning how to make like money off of that, or just trying to be creative and do that. Stay tuned for my next video, guys. I hope that little snippet of learning about finding your career choice and like my path, and I hope that kind of helps you. Like, go out and read and explore, and go visit museums and go to free programs, and just figure out what you like to do, so that you can apply that to your life online, so that you can make some money. You don't necessarily also have to go to college too. Let me just say that right there. You don't have to necessarily go to school. You can make money off of anything nowadays, but just find your passion. Once you find your passion, I feel like that's a great way to start, and you start there. And like I said, if anybody needs help, hit me up. I don't mind helping people. Drop a comment in the section below, send me a DM or whatever. All right, I love you guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Okay, just bye. Forget it. We just gonna cut that right there.